Hello everyone, hello, it's your own buddy something or other coming in. I don't know if I want to keep up the block anymore. It's kinda like, I kinda grown tired of it. Like, I kinda like this other name that I've had for a while, but I don't know if I'm ready to share it with you all, but I'm gonna share it anyways. Frick, there's lag, so I'm gonna have to hold off on that actually, so. Once my systems are set right and recalibrated, I will do a name reveal to you all. My real name in actuality, but actually not really. I'm lying to you. It's not my real name, but in the sense it is. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I just got off from my work closing shift. There's a pig. Hey, how you doing? I'm super tired. I woke up really late. Not late enough to make me late. By golly, that'd be terrible. But I woke up late in the day, you know, in general. And then I got to my work, like, when I was supposed to, and I got there, and I started doing work and stuff, but I had to do these things called schematics, which is where they give you a list of products found in a certain aisle, and you gotta make sure everything is set where it's supposed to be, you know, in, like, the order that it's listed in the paper. So I went, and everything was pretty much out of whack, again. Because that's like the common theme in this store. Everything's just out of whack, you know. It's the only one in town, so it's kind of one of a kind. So, friggin', But here's the kicker. Not only did I have to do a schematic, I had to, like, realign 3 other schematics in that aisle to get this one schematic right. And I was only, like, finished with one schematic because, my god, it was just so much work. You know, I was there for hours doing my thing, went off on my lunch hour, and then came back. I just worked on even more until we were told to do what's called TSR's, Total Store Recovery, where you just go through aisles and aisles, make sure everything's pretty much where it's supposed to be, you know, sticker-wise, and make sure things look pretty neat and tidy, you know, tip-top shape. You know, things like that. And I was pretty much, you know, on that ball for a while. But then when I really stood back and looked at how much work I did, it was probably like 6 feet worth of reorganizing everything. Condensing it down to, like, make room for the schematic way the heck down the aisle. And it made me feel great. I feel fantastic. I love this work. I love this job. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good job. Not gonna. I already said I wasn't gonna lie, but I'm gonna keep repeating myself that I'm not gonna lie because I'm not gonna allow myself to lie to myself. You know, I'm much less allow myself to lie to you all because I want to keep some sort of honesty. Oh, excuse me. I just had a sleepy time tea, which is like a mixture of chamomile and coconut. I don't even like coconut, but I drank it anyways. Freaking. It was pretty good. Buttons is right there giving me like weird bedroom eyes. Oh my god, my nose is like clogged up for some reason. I turned the heater on because it is cold. Like when I went to my shift it was pouring and I would have killed for that weather back home, not gonna lie. There I go again with the brutal honesty. Boom. You know, things in the Central Valley are pretty great until you move to other places and you realize it's not as great back home than you once thought. But every place is a little different, so I guess that's okay. I'm gonna collect mushrooms so I can make mushroom soup and then, like, make myself go to sleep much easier. You know, this is pretty much supposed to be a quick episode, but I feel like I can, like, buckle down for a little bit, you know. I'm in the apartment all by myself. I'm really tired, but I'm, like, at that stage of, like, slight delirium where anything goes, anything can happen, and you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna find a village whether I like it or not, because what I like is irrelevant. Or something like that. I don't know, my neck is itchy. I just scratched it. And for some reason, there's a lot of water in this world. It's kind of like real life, but not really. You know, where I am right now, it is pretty damp a lot of the times, you know. I wouldn't say it's really that much humid. Of course, if I had the longer hair that I used to, it'd probably be all poofed up like nobody's business. But other than that, I don't think it's really humid, you know? It doesn't make my skin feel all sticky and disgusting. Like the deep south is supposed to make you feel, you know? Like just the gross the grossness that comes in the summertime and all that. Of course, it's not even spring, but daylight saving times is coming like around the corner. So it was funny because at work I was working on that 6-foot section that I mentioned earlier, you know, for the schematic and all that jazz. And it was like 8:30 or so, and they started dimming all the lights. It's like, what the heck? Like, this job's already giving me dyslexia. I don't need like less light to make it even worse, you know? Plus I think my glasses aren't the right prescription anymore, you know? They don't feel red anymore. They make my eyes feel funny, you know, of all things. But like 5 minutes later I hear over the radio saying like, "Hey, so coworker, like, what are you doing?" And so coworker replied, "Oh, just checking out the lights." And they're like, "Why are you checking out the lights? You know, daylight saving time." Like the computer just reset itself so that way it reads 8:30 and not 9:30. So it was really funny, you know? It's just like temporary dimming and all that stuff. And it's really weird how they go about doing that too. Excuse me. So I'm like 6.5 or so minutes in. Whoa, this is a lot of squids. You better watch out or else I'm gonna get them, you know, with my little red mushroom. Other than that, aside from a freak squid colony, I really haven't found much. And I don't feel like going deep sea diving. Because not that I have like a fear of the abyss or anything like a lot of other people have admitted, I don't really feel like wasting a whole lot of time, you know, exploring the vertical when I could easily go through the, how do you say, horizontal? Heck yeah. You know, especially with the ZY axis and the XZs and all that stuff. Man, that just kind of like briefly threw me back to statistics, which is funny because I mentioned a little bit of expertise in statistics earlier, which in all honesty isn't really a whole lot. Like, I did take statistics and I did take the AP test and all that stuff. I will not say whether I passed or failed, but I did pretty good on it. Anyways, you know, with the cosines and the sines and the tangents and the cosecants and cotangent. Was cotangent a thing? I forget. I don't even know. A bunch of weirdness, and I almost fell in there. Goodness gracious. This thing's throwing a little bit of a curveball at me. Oh my god, Cantinflador, always around the subject, but never to the point. I love it. That's pretty much how I roll in real life. Oh, hey, look, another thing over here. I'm not gonna explore it. Who knows? Maybe there's a village down there and I'm really missing out on all the fun. But, you know, I don't care. I want to find a village that's above ground. That's all I want in life. And all I'm getting are islands, and I hate it. There's, like, no mainland. Unless this is a mainland, then it's not really loading up and being all that it's supposed to be, you know? It's not what it's cut out to be. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I don't know where this freak congestion's coming up. I think it's the sleepy time thing saying like, "Hey, if you don't go to sleep right now, we're gonna make your life miserable." You know, like my sinuses are suddenly in the cahoots with the sleepy time tea, and I'm being like passive-aggressively coerced into going to sleep so I don't have to suffer, you know, consciously and all that stuff. Frick. There you go. So, yeah, there are a lot of nice flowers over here. What kind of flower is this? I like picked it up and I immediately put it back down, but it's a rose bush. Nice. I just feel like I sort of scanned the item, kind of like with Pokemon, how you capture a Pokemon and like get all of its information, then you can immediately throw it back out into the wild, but you still keep all the information. That's really cool. But it kind of sucks for the Pokemon, and it kind of sucks for you too, depending on where you are in the game. You know, like if you're barely starting out, you wasted all that money buying the Pokeball, and then you wasted the Pokeball, you know, like capturing the Pokemon. But not only that, you wasted your own Pokemon's HP trying to like get the other Pokemon's HP down, you know, in order to use the Pokeball. But at least it's not like some sort of legendary, right? Unless it's like a freaking Ditto, and then those things will really mess you up because they're stupid like that. Stupid. They're just stupid. There's a tree over here. Is that a torch? It looks like a torch, but oh, okay, it's a flower. Never mind. I thought it was a torch, and then I remembered I didn't activate that. You know, the whole like chests and all that jazz. You know, like just scattered everywhere. You know, giving you like little axes and shovels and torches and stuff to make your life a little bit easier. No, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get like a little slice of reality within a virtual world of irreality that simulates reality to an extent. Stylistically, of course. I don't even know, dude. Freaking Still trying to find this stupid village, but I did find another nice patch of flowers, and it's giving me so much figuration. Nice. I don't know where to go, really. Let's see where I am. I can't read that, but I'm heading towards positive, which, oh, it's a beach biome. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, so I'm currently facing, towards positive, towards negative. Is it east or west? I can't tell. Oh, geez, you can see all my intel stuff on the sort of right, the middle right. Jeez, I can't tell it. Oh, I'm facing south. There we go. It's in like tiny print, and I couldn't really read because, once again, I think my work is giving me like dyslexia because we have to read tiny as font all the time on like the things and the papers and the whatnot. And sometimes when I'm like ringing up customers at the front, since my position demands that I work both on the sales floor and sometimes at the front checkout when needed, friggin' like the salespeople like print up the quotes with the tiniest font in existence, and I'm there squinting, you know, like trying to see what's listed on there, just make sure the customers aren't making off with more stuff than they need. Like just today, like we found out that there are some people printing their own barcodes and trying to slap them onto some of the products that we sell, you know. It's really weird too. Like not only do the barcodes kind of match the products that they're supposed to, you know, like be matched up with, but they somehow altered the price. And although I do have to commend them with their intense like hacking skills and all that stuff, don't do that. Why you gotta steal? Like why? Sheesh. Maybe it's just me like with my brutal honesty, you know, kind of like chastising those that don't live a very honest life. Like I understand other people come from different backgrounds, but there's gotta be a point, you know, where you gotta realize it's not worth it. Like, it seems kind of worth it, but then you got, like, a history, and then you got cameras pointing at you all the time, and then you got, like, people watching out for you, you know, because we used to have these things, were called morning meetings and all that stuff. Friggin', you know, they got your mugshot right there clearly, because they got security cameras like the Dickens all up in there, you know, just keeping an eye out, because people in my position are just everywhere, you know? Like, we got our eyes on everything except the customers, because we don't want to deal with you. But at the same time, we gotta deal with you. And sometimes when we deal with you, you deal with us. You know? I don't know where I'm trying to go with that, but, you know, it's like a conversation that's both ways, an interaction that goes in two directions, you know? It's not just, you know, like a robot saying, hey, how you doing? Like, anything I can help you with? No, it's me saying, hey, I'm putting myself on a line, out on a limb, you know, testing my own level of expertise of these products that we're selling versus your knowledge as a customer and the person seeking this item. I don't even know, but my job definitely makes me feel not so adequate, you know, at answering questions and stuff, because people are always like, hey, I need this thing that does this very specific thing, that performs this very specific function and connects to these very specific other items that I'm also so happen to look for, but it's got to be within these qualifications, specifications, and, you know, this, that, these, and those. I'm just like, goodness gracious. But then again, I could always learn about stuff. And a salesperson who's now a department manager, you know, who was like originally helping me out with the schematic that I had so much trouble with. He kind of gave me pointers about being a salesperson, that above everything, you gotta like sell yourself to the customer, have a good personality, you know, be approachable, be personable and all that stuff. And most of the time, what will happen is that even if you don't know about the stuff you're selling, the customer won't like hold it against you. And if anything, they'll be more than likely to buy whatever it is you offer them, you know, from you, because they like you, or they kind of like you, you know. You made yourself likable to the person, and therefore, you know, if you don't know your stuff, that's okay, because you're cool with them, and that's all that matters. You gotta be cool with the people, and that's kind of like all about what I am, you know. Like, I strive to be cool with everyone, you know. Like, it's a constant, you know, like thing about. I don't know if I have social anxiety, but I feel like I do sometimes, but it could just be me, like, overestimating my own awareness about everything around me. I'm getting really personal right now, but I don't know. I'm just kind of like ranting, without a direction. Just like in the game, I'm physically walking around as like a representation of me ranting about the lack of direction in my life. But I do have direction right now, it's just getting up when I need to and going to work when I need to. And that's enough for me at this point, because my goodness, was I a busy bee back in the day when I was like doing stuff, of the non-specific kind that I won't disclose because reasons, there's gotta be a line drawn between how much I reveal about myself versus how much I reveal about myself, I don't really want to bore you. My God, I'm starting to get a little headache right now. I want to go to sleep, but at the same time, I don't want to say to go to sleep because I want to find a stupid village. Goodness gracious. Where are you, village people? Sing to me of your YMCA. Do it. Oh, snap, dude. You gotta be careful. Goodness gracious. I don't want to see you getting hurt. So I saw this video of, like, this grooming apparatus, set in a cow pen or some or other. Like, some sort of, like, cattle ranch of some kind. And there was this little cow. It was just like holding its head against this spinning brush thing, and it looked so content, because apparently cows, above everything else, love to groom themselves, and if they don't have the ability to groom themselves, they'll be stressed the heck out, all that kind of stuff. So in order to keep cows at like a very good temperament and making sure that they're living pretty comfortably, just like put this little grooming spinning apparatus thingy in the pen to give them time to like freshen up, like spruce up their cute little adorable bovine faces. Because I don't know if I've told you this before, but I don't eat beef because literally the whole reason why I don't eat beef is because cows are freaking adorable. Goodness gracious. They're like freaking. I had to do an art project, and just staring at this picture of a cow made me feel so bad. Like I could feel the spirit of this cow through the picture, who was probably already dead at this point. Just like speaking to me, saying like, hey, I know you're just one person in this beef-eating world, primarily in this beef-eating country, but hey, can you like lay off for a little? I'm just like, yeah, sure, no biggie. Less red meats for me, Like, apparently Harvard has done this study about like the best possible diet that a human could eat, and I think it's a lot like the Mediterranean diet or something, where it's a lot of, I don't even remember what it was, but what is that? That was just the land being weird. Oh my God, Button, stop trying to get onto my lap, you weirdo. Frick. So it's just like a ton of like other stuff, and red meats was actually very, very scarce and not really present on the pyramid that they formed. I don't know. I'll probably find a picture, but at this point in time of the night, I really, really doubt it. Get off of me, Buttons. Oh my God. So weird. So I found like 5 trillion swamps at this point. So what the heck even? So I'm going to go into that cave, sit there for a little while, think about what I've done, thus far. And, if you hear like metallic clangs, that's Buttons climbing onto my loft bed once again. So, yeah, I'm just going to sit in here, contemplate life, and pick up in the next episode, hopefully. So, yeah, I hope you have a good day and a very good night's rest wherever you may be. If it isn't within your time zone, then when the night does roll by, I hope you sleep easy and well, and that you wake up really refreshed in the morning. And if you have insomnia, my deepest condolences. I hope you recuperate. I don't even know. So I hope you have a good day. If it isn't a good day, treat yourself till it's up. Until we meet next time, I really hope I do. Bye. Nice.